Hey, this is Cordelia with Scanner Society. I'm an Amazon seller and consultant, and this is a video in our series called Business Builders for any kind of business owner. And today I want to talk to you about networking. Now, when I first was in sales, networking was all about going to luncheons, going to breakfast, meeting people, shaking hands, looking people in the eye, meeting people for coffee, meeting people for lunch, meeting people for drinks. And I think that that is still very powerful in the business world, face-to-face networking. But what has started to happen is that the globe is getting smaller and people want to network, but I can't necessarily go to lunch with somebody in Amsterdam or have coffee with somebody in Ohio when I'm in Georgia. But having those casual communications that are sort of business oriented but still personal are super important in business, even if you're not physically in the same place. So I love Zoom. This is what I'm using to record this video. It's zoom.us. But Skype is free and you can set up a Skype account. A lot of people hate video. I'm going to tell you that you need to get over it. So you don't have to record yourself and put yourself on YouTube. But just as you wouldn't go meet somebody at a Starbucks with a bag over your head, you need to look people in the eye when you work with them online. So the biggest thing I get is people are scared about video. They don't want to be on camera. But I'm just going to tell you, you got to get over it. Either that or the next time you go have coffee with somebody, why don't you see how you would feel if they had like a ski mask on? You wouldn't feel really connected with them. So in general, just kind of learn to get over your fear. Nobody's looking at you anymore. They're looking at themselves. And it's really not about taking a picture and looking glamorous. It's really about that eye-to-eye connection, looking at people, talking to people, getting as close to having a handshake with somebody that you can when you're in a totally different place. So in general, you can PM people on Facebook, you can email people and say, hey, I'd love to have a virtual coffee with you. When are you available? Let's set up like a 25-minute window. So I like to set time limits, either real or virtual, meaning like sometimes I really do just have to go after 25 minutes. Other times I'm just managing my time and the other person's time as well, just making sure we're all, this doesn't take over our day. So set up a 25 or 30-minute appointment with somebody, and most people are very receptive to it. Please do use your camera. If you don't have a camera, you can buy one for under $100 on Amazon. Get a mic. My Blue Snowball, that's I think 50 bucks on Amazon. And just schedule some kind of regular weekly, bi-weekly thing. So say, okay, I'm going to meet 2 new people every month, and I'm going to follow up with 2 people that I met in the last year. So set realistic goals for yourself about meeting with people, but make sure that you're still doing it. I've just met so many amazing people online for business, and I never would have been able to meet them in person. Or the other thing I've done is if I meet somebody at a conference or an event, is I'll follow up with them with a face-to-face coffee, but we do it virtually because, we're long distance. I actually do it sometimes with people that are local too, because Atlanta traffic is crazy. And if you even have a half an hour meeting, it might take you an hour and a half between drive time or more. And so it's okay to say, you know what, I'm really busy right now. I'd love to have a Zoom or a Skype with you. No problem. So today's business builder is about making sure that you connect with people virtually the same way you would in person. And there's a really good book about networking if you're struggling with it. It's called Netweaving, and I'll put a link in the comments. Basically, the gist of that book is when you meet with people, you want to hear where they're at and see if you can help them. So I hear the other thing I hear about people, and they're like, well, I don't know. I don't want to just ask them for stuff, or we're not doing a deal or whatever. Like, I don't have an agenda. So that's the best time to talk to people, is when you're not doing a deal, because you can be creative and just be yourself and get to know them without necessarily trying to sell them anything or have them sell you anything. But I do ask pointed questions. Who's a good client for you? What's a good connection for you? How can I help your business grow? And if I have a connection for somebody, I'm happy to make it. That's not an agenda item for me. I just do that introduction if I feel like it's a good fit. So go into your networking, whether it's online or in person, with an air of service, and it will really help you connect with people better. So anyway, I'd love to hear your online networking tips and your experiences. And thank you so much for watching our Business Builder.